What you doing, Ray?
I thought that to celebrate the Avengers, we'd take a look at some of the figures that are available.
Awesome. So what have we got?
Well, this is Iron Man.
Yes.
Oh yes, you know that, of
I
course.
know that one.
Yes, so Iron Man is part of the new Marvel concept series that has just come out for the film's release. So these guys, all the Avengers are available, and they all come with a unique weapon, exceptionally large weapon, which is spring-loaded for firing action.
That's awesome.
Yes, it is.
But he's obviously more of a toy than he is a collectible, yeah?
Yeah, definitely. I'd put him more in the toy category. I think the figure as a standalone looks really good, but I thought that some of the ideas behind some of the character weapons was a little odd.
Yeah.
And I had trouble trying to get Iron Man to hold his mount, let alone stand upright with it. Yes. So I'm going to have to say Berry for this one.
Aw, poor Iron Man.
Yeah.
But he's kind of cute. Like, you could have him on your desk next to your computer as a little
You
memento.
could if you're a fan.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I'm going to say he's a borrow.
All right, Borrow. And Berry for me.
Aw.
Yeah.
Okay, so what about Captain America here? What's his caper?
He doesn't have a cape. He's...
Ray.
Okay, I'm sorry. Captain America is something a little different. He's a little more interesting. He is part of the Marvel Legends series. Now, these guys have just returned. They've kind of been revamped. They're very popular in their earlier series because they are fully posable. Not only are they great toys, but you can move them any which way you want. Every single joint moves in one way or another, which is great. However, I had a little trouble trying to get him to stand in some of the poses I wanted him to without support. Well, luckily there's a disclaimer on the box that refers to just that. I think you guys at home might have a little more success where I failed.
He is pretty cool. I mean, he's obviously a lot bigger than Iron Man. Poor little Iron Man here. And obviously, yeah, he's a lot more posable. You got him to stand, and
Yeah.
I just ruined it.
Patience is the key, I think. Yeah, that's all right.
He's a lot more posable, and you could collect just the ones that you like, though, yeah?
Yeah, you could. They all have different paint jobs, though, so I'd take your time in selecting the one you really want. The other thing is they do come with a lot of accessories, which is a big plus. Captain America here comes with his knife, and then he's got his gun, his trusty shield. Where would he be without that? Which he can hold or attach to his arm, and also you can take it off, flip that, and attach it onto the back of him as though he's just slung it over his shoulder and he's pursuing his foe.
And he comes with a leg.
Yes, the random leg. Now, all the characters come with a different body part, so if you collect them all and put all the body parts together, it will form Arnim Zola.
Awesome.
Yes.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's definitely a step up from the concept series or Iron Man here, but sadly, not all the characters look as good as Bucky here. So I would take my time in looking at them all thoroughly. It's a borrow from me.
I don't know. I think he's a buy. I think he's
Yeah,
pretty cool.
he
And
is.
I think the other ones in the series would be quite... You could just get the ones that you wanted. That's fine. It's a buy. Buy from me.
Okay, but what about this?
Shiny.
Yes, shiny. Gold-plated resin Avengers. Now, these guys were released as an exclusive to Comic-Con. However, some stores are stocking them as a limited release. Now, their base plates all have a different letter, so if you string them all together, they will spell out...
Avengers.
Avengers.
That's
Yes.
awesome.
Yes, it is.
So this is obviously a buy from you, yeah?
Actually, no. I don't like all the character poses. I think it's a very cool idea, but I wouldn't like my choices, just the A, G, and S spelling out AGS.
Or SAG.
Or as...
G. That wouldn't work at all.
No. What I would do, though, is I would save all my pennies and put them together, grab those little 5-cent pieces that people like to throw away these days, and get this.
Oh my.
Odin.
Yes.
Yes, the Bowen Classic Action Statue. This is one of 3 due for release, and this is superbly done. Bowen have managed to capture the movement excellently. Now, Thor stands 18.5 inches high, which is huge. It's freaking huge.
It is, but he's a god, so he should be.
He should. He should reign above them all. Yes, with his spinning hammer. Now, the hammer is arguably the focus of the piece, but it all stems from his outstretched hand, which has a good amount of detail there. He's reaching for his next opponent to come forth, and he's leaning over the skull here, which indicates a level of victory over those who have fallen from his might, and the way the cape fires off toward the side, it's really, really detailed. And what I like about it is that they've managed to just stay true to the comic character design.
Yeah, they really have.
Yeah.
What I really like is the base on this. There's
Yes.
so much detail in that. A lot of these big figures, their bases are really plain.
They are.
And I can see, you want to make a feature of the main thing, but this just adds an extra level to it.
Yeah, it definitely does.
And he's hand painted, so the amount of
He is.
detail and work that's been put into him is just phenomenal.
Yes,
He's pretty cool.
he is.
And he looks comfortable.
He does.
looks like he's doing what he's supposed to be doing.
Exactly. That's something I don't really. Well, I have a little bit of a bone to pick. Is sometimes when artists want to get really creative with the poses of their figures, sometimes they can look a little unnatural. But this particular figure looks awesome. It's a showpiece, and it would look great next to some of those more static figures that you might have, those museum pieces. So yeah, it's definitely a buy for me. It's a must.
I mean, he's very expensive, so you want to save up for a while, but I mean, he's totally worth it. I think this is a buy from me as well. He's
Yes.
just so cool.